Good morning, dear students. Very good morning to you all. We'll continue with the grammar exercises. You can keep a pen and your notepad in your hand, and you can note down also that the grammar portion, right? Multiple choice questions based on gap fillings, based questions of gap filling, determiners, tenses, reordering and transformation of sentences. What we have started yesterday was sentence transformation, right? So let us move and continue this exercise, which we have a few exercises which we had done here, which we did yesterday, right? Now do one thing. First of all of you keep yourself mute so that you can attend the class, right? Let me share the screen. Okay. Read the conversation given below and complete it in the reported speech by choosing the options given below. Let me read the conversation. Mother, are you ready? The wedding is at 10:30 p.m. Son, I'm not interested. I'm not going. What do you mean? I don't have any friend there. I'll get bored. Now, when we transform these sentences, the options are also there. The mother asked her son, which will be the correct option? Are you ready? The answer is here, but we need to transform it. The mother asked her son if he was ready. Right? Have you understood this? Any query you can ask, right? The mother asked her son if he was ready. She informed him that the wedding was at 10:30 p.m. If you note down the options, the first option, the wedding was at 10:30 p.m. The wedding will be held at 10:30 p.m. The wedding would be at 10:30 p.m. and the wedding had at 10:30 p.m. With all the changes, including the tense change, the answer here would be she informed him that the wedding was at 10:30 p.m. Moving on to the third part, dear children. When the son said that he was not interested and he was not going there, his mother. Now let us go back to the conversation. What do you mean? Right? I don't have any friend there, the son said. I will get bored. When the son said he was not interested and he was not going there, his mother, option number A, told him what he meant, asked him what he meant, told him that what he meant, wanted to know what he meant. Now, what do you mean? The mother is asking. The mother asked him, his mother asked him what he meant. Okay? Right? So this way we change this little conversation between mother and son with the help of the options given, right? The transformation from this conversation to these indirect sentences, right? So moving on to the next exercise. Have you understood this, all of you? Yes, dear students, have you understood?
Why is will be held at 10:30 p.m. wrong in second question?
Just pardon your question. In the second question,
Ma'am, why is option number B incorrect?
the wedding will be held at 10:30 p.m. See, when we transform the sentences, beta, very good question. that it seems that it is correct. But if we see here, the tense is present tense, right? We transform according to the change them according to the rules also. So of course we know that the wedding is going to be held, right? But here it is at 10:30 p.m. So the mother told him, right, that it was at 10:30 p.m., right? And even sometimes see, we transform, because the one who is reporting, let me explain you the point. The first person talked to the second person. This is being reported. Now we are not dealing with the conversation part, direct speech. So when the third person reports that what mother said to the son and what son said to the mother, so that's why was. The mother told the son that the wedding was at, right? This way we transform, okay? So suppose I tell you something and you report to your mother. So first person, I am there and telling you or asking you something to be done in your notebook, and then you are telling that mom, my teacher told me to do that, or my teacher asked me, or my teacher was not well today. So you will be the second person and you reporting the thing what I said, what my words into transformed words, right? Into indirect form, right? But in speaking, it's different. We may change, we may, but when it comes to the particular answer, we write this. I hope clear, beta. So
Yes.
all present tense will change into past tense. All past tense will change into past perfect tense. If the sentence is in past perfect tense, it will remain the same. The tense will remain the same, right? Okay, we'll move gradually, dear students. Don't worry, the grammar queries also, you keep asking or keep understanding them. Now, let us move to this exercise. Read the conversation given below and complete it in the reported speech by choosing the options given below. Ravi, where were you yesterday evening? This is a question, and that too, like past tense you can see. There was an exhibition of rare paintings at the art gallery. I had gone there. How well are you prepared for the entrance exam next week? I have been preparing for the whole week. Now, if you see, Ravi asked Vinay where were you yesterday evening? Now, where he had been the previous evening. Okay, where he had been. I said past tense will change to past perfect tense. So, where he had been the previous evening. If you remember your junior classes, you were taught while doing direct to indirect, yesterday will change into this, tomorrow, yes, even yesterday we discussed in the class, here becomes there. So this change will also take place, where he had been the previous evening. Vinay replied that. So option B is correct in the first part. Vinay replied that. Now you read the options in your mind silently. I've shared the screen and we'll go with the answer part. Okay. Vinay replied that. Now the sentence is, there was an exhibition of rare paintings in the conversation. So Vinay replied, there had been an exhibition of rare paintings at the art gallery. Again, the past tense will change to perfect tense. So all the other three options are wrong and the C option is the answer. Now Ravi wanted to know what is the query here of Ravi. How well are you prepared for the entrance exam next week? Ravi wanted to know how well. Now you see how he was well prepared, how has been well prepared, how well prepared he was, how well prepared he had been. So there are four options. How well are you prepared? This is present tense. Are you prepared? How well he was prepared. right? How well are you prepared? Was he or he was? He was will be correct, not was he. And in the options, there is no. This way it is not given. So how well he was prepared for the exam. We can make a correction in the option also. Fine. Ravi wanted to know basically how was he prepared, right? Fine. So option number A, but we have to do a correction. How well prepared he was. Even here it is given C. We need to do a small change in the options, right? It will be how well he was or prepared he was. C option is correct. How well prepared he was. Okay? Fine. Not the A part, but the C part. Right? Let us move on to the next. If you want to ask on the C part, you can ask your queries. And I can give you more examples of this, that why C option and not other options. Because we want basically here how well prepared he was. How well prepared, and that too in the past tense we need to frame the sentence, right? So that's why not the A part, but the C part. Okay? Yes. Moving on to the next question. Okay? Good morning. The shopkeeper said, "Welcome to my shop. Customer, I would like to buy a tennis racket for my son. Would you like a titanium or wooden one? I would like to see the different varieties before I decide." Dear students, you can take a minute, a few seconds and read this in your mind, right? The conversation part, okay? This is a conversation between a shopkeeper and the customer regarding some commodity, say for tennis racket. Now, the shopkeeper says the last line, "See, sir, all the rackets are on display in the corner. Please see them and let me know." Right? So, first sentence is a greeting, good morning. Right? Customer. Next sentence is a declarative statement or is a sentence where he is asking for what he wants. The third sentence is a question, right? And then if you see, "Please see them and let me know." So see them is your imperative, right? Okay. Now, the shopkeeper wished the customer good morning and welcome, welcomes, welcoming and welcomed. What will be the option?
Welcome.
Very good. Past tense simple, welcomed him to his shop. The customer now replies, replied, reply. First of all, here you will get the point. Two options you can easily cancel. Replied that, because there is a statement, "I would like to buy a tennis racket for my son," that he wanted, right? So B part, the customer replied that he wanted, right? Fine. Third option. Now moving to the C part. The shopkeeper inquired whether he wanted a titanium or a wooden one. The customer expressed. Now you see the options. Expresses a desire, expressed a desire, expressed desire, expressing desire. This is a bit easy one, but still we need to do the practice and understand, right? So expressed a desire, B part, right? This is simple one, dear students, right? Okay. Shall we move further now? Okay. Now, dear students, I'll take a piece of chalk and I'll explain you few things which you need to pay attention on the basis of these things that we have shared yesterday and today. Right? So, what are these things, dear students? Let me, explain you. When we are changing the tenses, I said present tense will change to past tense. I'm unwell. My words are I'm unwell. I'm making you revise what you have done in your junior classes. The teacher said in the class that she was unwell. Right? That she was unwell. You go home or you meet your mother or you talk to your mama after some time and you report this thing to your mom that mom, my teacher said that she was unwell. When I use that, when I use if in between while reporting, when I use to, when I use WH word, these all I have explained to you yesterday, but you can revise. Whenever there is a declarative sentence, we use that. I like mathematics. Gaurav said that he liked mathematics, right? Now, when we talk of the tenses, I said, first of all, you understand where we use these joining words, right? When there is a statement, we use that. When there is a question, but yes or no type question, we use if or whether, right? Find when there is an imperative, we use to. We go on the questions again with some examples. To. I ask a peon to close the door. So, Ramesh closed the door. So, the teacher asked Ramesh to close the door. Right? Please get me a glass of water. So, my aunt requested my mother to get her a glass of water. So two, we are joining the reporting and the reported part and the reporting verb part with these joining words. You remember this. Now, what the children do the mistake, they put that when there is a question, there is an imperative. First of all, this thing. You might have learned in your junior classes that inverted commas are removed, tenses are changed. So how those tense changes they take place? When I said present tense change to past tense, let us take few examples. I am studying with you. Consider me as your classmate. I am studying with you. Roma said that I am studying. She was studying with me. She said that she was studying with me. She enjoyed studying with me. I enjoy studying with you. Now, suppose I say a sentence in past tense, right? Or let us take some examples of same subject. We can take this way. Let us take something Roma said. Mr. Roy teaching me English. So, Roma said that Mr. Roy taught. So, Roma said, I'm using the same subject here, students, so that you can understand. I hope I'm audible to you clearly. Okay. Roma said, Mr. Roy taught me English. Now, dear students, if you see, right? Taught, teaches. So we are moving from now Roma said that Mr. Roy had taught her English. Similarly, present continuous into past continuous. Mr. Roy is teaching me English. Mr. Roy was teaching me English. Like that, we change the tense, right? Fine. Then, if it is past tense, if I need to change this, I have already explained that past perfect tense. Okay. Then there are many other things. Will change to would, can change to could, can will change to could, may to might, right? And sometimes when you remember that whenever there is Raman says, comma, and he says I'm going to, so Raman says, then the tense will not change. Say, I'm repeating the example. Raman says I'm going to Delhi. Raman says that he is going to. He will not put he was going to Delhi or whatever the change of the tense is, right? Fine, dear students. Have you understood? We'll continue with some more exercises, and exercises will definitely, and the examples will definitely help us in moving and understanding the grammar section, right? And let me tell you the weightage of grammar section in your paper, 80 marks paper, that is 8 marks. So 18 marks you have for reading section, 8 marks you have for grammar, 14 marks for literature, and we have, dear student, this paper pattern also I will explain you. We have 2 parts, part A and part B. So this we'll share in the coming classes, right? God bless you all. Thank you. I hope you have understood this much part what we have shared today. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.